How's it going, everybody? Nice to see you guys again. Thank you for showing up. Welcome to the Legacy YouTube channel. I'll be your host. My name is Deadrick Baker. I'm the creator and founder of The Legacy, a foundation for human progress. And this video is number 3 of a short series. If you haven't seen the other 2 yet, number 1 and number 2, go check them out. They're my YouTube channel. And this series is called The Legacy Meditation. Part 3, what everybody's been waiting for. But before we dive into the nitty gritty, part 1 is about action. How meditation should never substitute action. Meditation should supplement action, okay? Part 2 is understanding that you are a manifestation of the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. You are important. You matter. You are the eyes and the ears of the universe. Your body is made of elements and particles, and when you die, your body rots right back into the planet, okay? You're only borrowing your body. You are the universe experiencing itself, okay? You generate an electromagnetic field. Every time you think a thought, it generates a magnetic field. Every time you have an electric current, it generates a magnetic field. Every time you think an electric impulse in your brain, you feel the magnetism in your chest. When you get anxious, nervous, when you like a girl, when you get excited, when you get pumped, when you get motivated, all that. When you think a thought, you feel a feeling, okay? They correlate. This is the connection of your mind, body, spirit, your personality network that we're trying to tap into, your electromagnetic circuitry, your spiritual circulatory system. Now, for part 3, how to activate this system. And once we activate this system, what do we do with it? What is true meditation? Well, we're not going to go into every single technique, okay? We're just going to go into the basics of the Legacy meditation. It is a super additive technique. It is a superimposition of different techniques. Breathwork, visualization, understanding yourself, mantra, and body positions, okay? You have to add all of these techniques together in order to truly tap into your spiritual network, your electromagnetic grid that your body generates, okay? The first thing that you need to understand to activate, which I personally feel like is one of the most important aspects of every meditation, is breath work, okay? Okay, take a deep breath, and just relax, okay? Breathing, for some odd reason, a lot of people do not breathe correctly. A lot of people only use 25% of their lung capacity. They don't take in as much air as they should be taking in, okay? Just a little forewarning. When you use your full capacity for lungs, when you take full breaths and you use up all of that space, you might feel a slight tingling sensation in your extremities, up and down your face, up and down your spine. You might even get the chills. That is okay. Do not freak out. Just keep steadily breathing, okay? I know, you're activating that, you're activating that motor, okay? For the first time in a long time, and it hasn't been lubricated. Your electromagnetic grid, your spiritual grid, is just like muscles. If you're not working it out, it's going to be weak. You need to work it out just like you work out your body, just like you lift weights, just like when you think and learn new languages or read books. You need to be meditating daily and exercising those spiritual muscles. So the way to turn on that drive is through breathing. I consider breathing like the motor. If a motor doesn't have oil, it can't run correctly. So in order for your spiritual circulatory system, in order for you to activate your electromagnetic grid, you need your breath to be. Okay, so just practice taking in full breaths, and the secret to this is you do not want to use your muscles too much to take these breaths. You want to let your body do it on its own. You want to let your instincts kind of kick in, okay? So when you inhale all of that, as much air as you possibly can, try to inhale as much air as you possibly can. You'll get fully inflated. And at the top of that inflation, at the top of that breath, just let your body do its thing. Don't try to force the breath out. Just let your lungs and the weight of your lungs and chest just deflate your lungs, okay? Naturally on its own. When you run out of air, trust me, your body's gonna kick in and suck back in because it wants to stay. You want to stay alive. It's okay. You're not gonna die. And just let it do it on its own and feel that. Pull back in and just take in more air all the way back to that top and then deflate. That's your spiritual engine. That's the engine to turn on the grid. Okay. So that's basic technique number 1, breathing. You need to take in as much air as you possibly can. Relax though, not all relaxed. Try to keep your breath steady. Number 2, visualization. Very important. You need to understand the shape of the field that you are generating. You need to understand where it's at. It's real. You generate it, so you might as well know what it looks like. Okay? Give you a hint. Front, back, left, right, up, down. 60 feet in all directions. You radiate in a sphere, a circle. So as you're breathing, you need to visualize a glowing ball of white light. Picture it all around you, radiating. And also picture another orb of white light in the center of your chest. Okay? So like a mini sun generating a field, and the edge of that field is 60 feet all around you. Okay? Picture that while you're breathing. Every time you take in a breath, air molecules pass through your throat into your lungs and back up. That creates static electricity, a lot like when you move your feet with socks on carpet. It generates a field. When you take in more molecules, the field gets greater. You harness that energy. So every time you take a breath, picture that energy getting funneled into your chest, that glowing ball, okay? If you're familiar with your chakra systems, the points of energy that go up and down your spine, this is how you fuel those multi-dimensional vehicles. That's for a total another lesson. These are the basics, okay? The spine is like an antenna that grounds your electromagnetic field, and your chakras are keys to unlocking different aspects, okay? But the ball of energy that you bring up from your spine, you can feel it coming from the bottom of your spine, from the top of your head, that soft spot that used to exist when you were a baby. Every time you take in a breath, bring in also energy, feel the energy activating, going up and down your spine, meeting in the chest, and creating a circle and orb. And that's generating that field 60 feet every way. And you're generating it through breath work, through breathing, okay? So that's a breathing visualization, okay? Another part is understanding. I get more into that in my other video, and I think it's part 2. It's understanding what you are, and that you're made up of cells and atoms, and all atoms generate electromagnetic fields. That's the field you're tapping into. You need to understand this in order to really know what you're tapping into. Part 4 is a very great one. I love this. So, sound and light are very important. The visualizations is the light part. The sound part is called mantra. You've all heard of the Om, the Buddhist mantra, the Hindu mantra, the Om. That's the most basic one. Let's stick with that one, okay? When you go Om, you can feel the vibration in your lips, in your chest cavity. That's a way to vibrate those cells, vibrate your atoms through sound. Sound is important. Sound can actually lift material objects. Have you ever heard of acoustic levitation? It's really interesting. Quick little thing. I have thoughts in my head, my visualizations that are in light. I can't get you to see the thoughts in my head. So I use words. I generate sound waves through my vocal cords, and they hit your ears, and you retranslate the sound into light. So you see what I see. I'm shooting light signals at you with sound waves, almost like a foreign telepathy. Ooh. But what I'm trying to say is that you can modulate your electromagnetic grid via mantra. And Om is a great one to start off with. I think I'm going to keep it at that right now. There are mudras and body positions, but just to let you know, you can't just close your eyes, cross your legs, and sit in lotus position, and you're not going to meet God. You're not going to meet the Creator. Okay? You have to superimpose these techniques. These techniques are super additive. They accumulate to activating what you really are. Now, what do you do when you're in that state? That's nice. I visualize this. I feel it. Once you find that rhythm of breathing, you're going to be doing this for 7 minutes, 14 minutes. Just keep breathing and visualizing. When you get there and you find that quiet place, that internal space, isn't it beautiful that the universe gave you a little space that's personal, that's yours? Inside that space, it gives you your light, your inner light, your internal light guide. I like to call it my pilot light. When you're in that quiet space, it's really quiet. You're breathing fully. You're visualizing the golden white orbs in your magnetic field that you generate. When you hit that quiet space, find that internal light, because it is a reality. Find that internal light in that quiet space, that radiating ball of energy. You can see it, you can visualize it. That is yours. That is a gift from the universe, and it will guide you. It will never tell you wrong. It will always tell you to do right. So while you're deep in that meditation, make contact. Make contact with the field. Make contact with that inner light. I personally, when I get there, I like to re-say the pledge of duty. I pledge to be the best person I can be, and I pledge to help others do the same. I pledge to be aware of the internal light, as well as the external source of all things, and to understand that these are one and the same. And at that moment, you understand that that light that is inside of you comes from the source. It is your personal part of the source. It is your inner pilot light. And it walks with you. You don't need to be in meditation to have contact with it. You can snap out of meditation and walk around, and it still is with you. That is what I mean by meditation should never substitute action. It should supplement action. It is mandatory. You are mind, body, and spirit. So you need to focus on growing your mind, your body, and your spirit. And that is why I am here to help. I hope this video helped a little bit. I hope I could shed some light. Hope you guys can make contact with your inner light. And if you need help, that is why I'm here. Hit on my email below this. We offer life consultation, life coaching. We help you develop your mind, body, and spirit. If you want to donate to the cause, I got a Patreon and a Venmo below this. If you haven't seen the rest of my videos, please go check those out. And until next time, I cannot wait.